This video, I'm going to be going over the Mazon Labs from Deadzone Escalation. So Deadzone Escalation is the new book for Deadzone. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be covering all the changes from the previous book. Let's get to it.
All right, so before we get into the Mazon Labs, if it's your first time here, why don't you consider subscribing? If you want to know more about Deadzone, we got tons and tons of Deadzone content. Also, we have a Patreon page if you're so inclined to help us fund the channel. And we also have a Discord where we talk to all of our community members. So without further ado, let's get on to the Mazon Labs. All right, so the Mazon Labs, brand new. They made their debut in Outbreak, and they're coming straight to you from Star Saga. This is the first faction that you have some named characters in it. Originally, not having them as living legends, but basically these are named characters that came straight from Star Saga. So let's get on to it. Dr. Lewis Coiner. He's 26 points, 3 VPs. He got fast-acting serum. You'll notice that the Mazon Labs, some of their stats are a little bit off. Okay, Recon of 6. Not too good. Tac 2, Frenzy 1, Medic. Now, Medic is brand new. So, although he is not a new medic, he's always been a medic. Let's go over what Medic does. A medic may use a special action to heal a single injured model of your strike team in the same cube, which may be the medic themselves. No test is required, and all damage counters are removed. This ability only heals living models and cannot repair constructs or vehicles. In addition, friendly models will gain Resilience 1 whilst in the same cube as the medic. So Dr. Coyer actually got better just because Medic got better. He's able to heal. He has Resilience 1. Everybody in the cube has Resilience 1. So, I guess he gets Resilience 1. And 4+ save. Not bad. He's around. He's good. He hits like a truck. But, oh man, I've seen him burn in flames. So, I like the model. It's one of my favorite models of the Mazons. Guard Commander Graves, 22 points, 2 VPs, Tactician 1, Strategist. Yeah, basically the same. He hasn't done anything different. Okay, here we go on with the troops. Mazon Lab Tech, 6 points, 1 VP. Dirt cheap, 656. Oof, dismal. Very cheap, but you can hoard them out. Reason you want to hoard them out is stuff that's coming in the specialist group. So let's move on to the next troop. The Mazon Security Guard, a little bit better. 8 points, 1 victory point. Nothing special here. 565, not too bad. Now, the Urbana Black Wing Marine. 11 points, 1 VPs. 5s across the board. Laser carbine range. 6 rapid fire, weight of fire 1. Love these guys with the GCPS, and I also like them for the Mazon. If you want some firepower, get behind. Let these guys pull the trigger for you. All right, the specialist. Oh, my goodness. You know this guy, the Aberration. Okay, everybody knows him. For some reason, Beast is not in here, but they are still beasts. I don't know. Sometimes you overlook things. Sometimes the printer. I don't know. But still the same. 40 points, 4 VPs. AP2 talons, knockback. Good stuff. Fights on a 3. Oof, fights on a 3. Rampage, tough. Can't say enough about the Aberration. Love them. They are bullet magnets, though. They do go down quick if you let them out in the open. So be careful. Try to hide them. I know it's tough, but, you can do it. Coming in straight from Dreadball, it is the Crass Devore. Crass Devore? Yeah, Crass Devore. Sounds good. The big spider dude. So he moves on a 2-3. Armor 1, size 3. Doesn't have a shoot stat, but he has a fight of 4 and a survive of 5. Agile, and he is a beast. His proboscis is range F, AP 1, Toxic 1. Toxic is a new rule. What does Toxic do? Toxic, a model that suffers a wound from a toxic weapon will suffer N additional wounds. Toxic has no effect on models with the construct or vehicle ability. So, the Crass Devore has Toxic 1. So, if he gives you 1 wound, you get in 2. All right? I like the way Toxic is now. Toxic 1 is pretty good. I don't like it when it buckled you down and, made you go down to the one wound. Everybody became vulnerable. I like this better. He's 26 points, 3 VPs. He's a little hefty, man, but he can move pretty good, agile, moves on a 2 to 3, armor 1, survival 5. Not too bad. Not too bad. Could be fun. Could be fun. Something to try out. I guess the Mazon grabbed him from Dreadball, did some stuff to him, changed him around. Now he's fighting for them. All right, next is the ODSU, or the Organic Data Storage Unit. Nothing has changed with him. He's basically exactly the same. 5.65s across the board. He did go up, though, from 24 points and 2 VPs to 26 points and 3 VPs. I guess some of you guys out there said he was a little bit too powerful. I don't know if I agree with that. I do really like the psychic powers. Like I said, I've been using him a lot with my Nameless. Every time I take the Mazon, I do take the ODSU, but now I got to spend a few more points. They're very squishy, guys, with a 6-up survive. They do have an energy shield, too. They are size 3. I don't know. Maybe get the medic and maybe Koya can heal him. But, yeah, I like this model a lot better than the regular Chovar. All right, so one of my favorite specialists in the Mazon. Plague Victim. Okay, 11 points, 1 VP. Beast Frenzy 1, Rampage. Fights on a 4 with Frenzy 1. That's pretty good. These guys are dirt cheap. 11 points, 1 victory point. If you're running the Mazon, you gotta take a Plague Victim. They're just great, and they're a lot of fun to run. Let's do it again. All right, so the Urbana Black Wing Engineer is exactly the same as before, but now he has Hacker. And Hacker says this model is skilled at accessing terminals and intel. The ability is used in conjunction with tactical asset missions and interactive scenery. So there's some tactical asset missions, and you'll need to hack some terminals. And these guys are really good at it. They make it easier for you to do it. 12 points, 2 VPs. I'm not too keen on engineers, but you do need them for those missions. Makes it a lot easier. So that's the only thing. Hacker ability is new with these guys. The Urbana Black Wing Ranger, still the same as before. Has Scout. Okay. Also has that beautiful laser carbine. Okay, rapid fire, range 6, way to fire 1, with a 5 shoot. Pretty good. The Urbana Black Wing Ranger Specialists. All right, those guys have changed. They have Hacker now. And like I said before, we've already gone over Hacker. They've gone from 11 points and 1 VP to 16 points and 2 VPs. Same as the Ranger. So I guess they're in line with the Ranger because, he has Hacker now. And you got to choose which one you think is better. All right, so now we have 2 new changes. We have a new model, the Corporation Medibot, and the Urbana Blackwing Medic. All right. The Medibot has Medic, and he also has a Defender Shield. So you're giving, I guess, Resilience 1 to everybody, and you have a Defender Shield. But the Urbana Blackwing Medic does not have a Defender Shield. The Corporation Medibot is basically a non-combatant. He doesn't do anything other than survive, and he's a buff to everybody else. He's a size 1. But also, the Medic is 12 points, 2 VPs. And the Medibot is 18 points and 1 VP. So you got to think about what you want to do. Although I do like the Medibot, I kind of lean towards the Medic because if he's not healing somebody, he has a pistol. He might be able to do some damage for you, help you out a little bit. All right, let's talk living legends. Let's talk specialists. Let's talk Subject 901. Like I said, he's a living legend. He moves on a 1 to 2, armor 1, size 2. All right, no shoot stat, but 4/4 across the board. Tactician 1, Rampage with Frenzy 2. His teeth and claws are a little bit better. Range F, AP 2. 24 points, 3 victory points. He is a bargain. 3 victory points a little heavy, but he does help you out. So if your leader goes down, you still have the TAC 1. He's got teeth and claws, range F, AP 2 on a 4 fight with Frenzy 2. Awesome. I love him. Running him with the Plague in Firefight, and then now he's in the Mazon Labs. He's just great. All right, so the vehicles, your Urbana Black Wing Strider. All the same as the previous Striders. He's got a buff to his armament, but he does have a nerf to his survive, going from 4 to 5. Still 30 points, 3 victory points. This is basically a private GCPS faction. they're taking care of the lab, so they do have striders in there. But, you can paint them up in your Mazon Labs colors. You don't have to go by the book. You can do whatever you want. But, yeah, they've gone from 4 to 5 and survive. All right, all the weapons are the same, except for the thermal rifle, which has gone to a range 4 AP2. That's a great change. It's not heavy. You could run around. You could do what you have to do, get a little AP in there. All right, so here are the changes for your striders. So they can take, just like the Enforcers, just like the GCPS, they could take a Grav Ram Spear, 12 points, 1 victory point, range F, AP2, range 4, AP2 Frag. Not bad, not bad at all. AP2 Frag is, wow, it's pretty good. You can take an Aggressor Shield, which is 8 points, 1 VP, and it's basically a Walker Shield. It is the Defender Shield for your Strider. Okay, so putting them together, that's 20 points with the spear and the shield, but you don't have to take the shield and just, you could take the shield with the flamethrower, okay, the assault flamer. You could take it with a chainsaw if you want, but, the chainsaw gives you frenzy 1, but the Grav Ram Spear gives you AP2, chainsaw gives you AP2 also. I don't know, that's a toss-up, because you can go from a combat unit to something that can shoot, but then again, the chainsaw has AP2 with frenzy, so yeah, and it's also 4 points cheaper than the Grav Ram, so you got to think there. Either one is a good choice, in my opinion. Okay, you also have the shoulder rockets, 6 points, 0 VPs, range 3, 1 use, frag 3, grenade, not bad. Also, smoke launchers, 3 points, range, no VPs, range 3, 1 use, smoke. That's good for your combat guys. Put that on top, get a little smoke, get up and behind the smoke, get up in the smoke, and you could be saved. They won't be able to target you. Not a bad thing. I really like the fact that those are now on the Striders, and the shoulder rockets and the shoulder launchers don't take a hard point, so you could just stick them on there. Pretty cool. All right, so in the items, the Medipack has gone from 5 to 4 and still common, and Mantic has become the Oprah of the wargaming universe. They are giving everyone, I mean everyone, a monowheel scout back. So now you can take a monowheel scout back. Now, they've gone from 12 points and unique to 5 points in common, and the Mazon didn't have them before, so this is brand new for them. So everybody can have a monowheel scout back. I guess that's the way it is. Share the love to every faction. Everything else is basically the same. Trip mines, thermal mines. They got a pretty decent amount of items that you can take. Very similar to GCPS and some of the Enforcer stuff. All right, everyone. That is the Mazon Labs. Now, the Mazon Labs, they're a newer faction. They're coming straight from Star Saga, which the Kickstarter came out. Then Deadzone Outbreak came out. So we included them in the Deadzone book using your models. I know that Mantic and Ronnie always said about using the Warpath universe models in every game that you play. And I kind of like that. Now, if you look at the Mazon, it's one of these things where there's not much on the surface, but this is essentially a GCPS and a Plague faction hybrid, mixing of the two. I really like them. I like taking the cheap guys, your 8-point guys, and then putting maybe 1 or 2 aberrations in there with some Plague victims. Oh, I love those Plague victims. That's usually my build. But then again, you could take a bunch of the Urbana Blackwing specialists and the Marines, for some heavy firepower in there. Now that you could take a thermal rifle, that might bring the AP, because there's not much AP in this. There's not much AP in this unless there's in melee. Also, the addition of Subject 901, I think he is a good addition to this. He's definitely going to be one of the guys on my list. Kind of reminds me of Weapon X. I was thinking of modeling mine up with some claws, but, that's just me. You can do whatever you want when you model. But, yeah, the Mazon Labs are really fun. There are a lot of great combinations you can do, even though there aren't that many models in this faction yet. In the future, there'll probably be a lot more. But right now, we're just scratching the surface of them because, like I said, they are a newer faction. But give them a go. I do enjoy them. I love taking Coyer. That's my leader of choice. Yeah, they're just a lot of fun. So, Everyone, thanks for sticking with me to the end. I really appreciate that you're watching this video. If you did like this video, please give me a thumbs up. That really helps me out. Lets me know if I'm doing a good job. Also, if it's your first time here, why don't you consider subscribing? Come on, man. You know you want to get some more Deadzone content. Also, we have a Patreon page. Helps us keep the lights on and fund the channel. And we have a Discord. That's the way we keep in touch with you guys on a regular basis. Our Discord's always blowing up. We always got great people and great stuff going on in there. So, once again, thank you very much, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.